Hey there friends, it's Kate and welcome back to my channel, Golden State Educate. And welcome to classroom setup day 1. I am so excited. I am in my brand new classroom. If you didn't already see my empty classroom tour, I just posted that last week, so I'll have it linked above and down below in the description box, so make sure to check that out if you want to see the very blank slate that is my new classroom. So today is classroom setup day 1. I am so excited. I have my Starbucks. I just unloaded my car. I have everything I need to be successful for today, at least I think. I don't know if I forgot anything at this point, but so far so good. So I have a gigantic to-do list of everything that I'm hoping to get done today. I'm honestly only going to be in my classroom for like 4 hours today, so we'll see if I can get everything done all today on that list, but if not, I'll be here for like 8 hours tomorrow. So I'm feeling confident that I will be able to get a lot done. So I moved from a kindergarten classroom. If you didn't already know, I am a second grade teacher here in Northern California. Last year I taught kindergarten at this school, and then I got to move up to 2nd grade. So all of my classroom is packed away in the storage closet that's in my room. If you saw my kindergarten storage closet, this one is 10 times better. The kindergarten one was just scary. So I have this. I'm gonna unload or kind of just like figure out where all my stuff is. I know I definitely need like my scissors and my tape and my stapler and like all the important stuff like that. So I think my first plan of attack is going to be to figure out where all my stuff is, and then maybe like organize some of the things in the storage closet just so I have like some kind of frame of reference of where everything is. And then I can't totally set up the tables yet just because I'm not really sure what I want, but I do know that I probably won't have these tables that are in this classroom. I need to talk to my custodian about obtaining the desks that I'm hoping to have, or the tables that I'm hoping to have. So I'm not going to do too much furniture today, but I am going to do certain pieces of furniture like my front area, because I have all of the furniture pieces for that. I actually have to build one of the furniture pieces, but that's okay. So I'm trying to figure out how I want to run classroom setup, but I am trying to move from one section of the classroom at a time and then go like clockwise. So I'm thinking I will start the front board today and then maybe these back boards that are behind me right here. So that's just the plan. We'll see what happens, but I have my coffee and I have my music and I am ready. So if you aren't already, please make sure to hit the red button down below and subscribe to my channel. Like this video if you like it, and leave a comment what grade you teach or what day you guys go back to school. We don't have to report back. Teachers don't have to report back for 1 more week, but I'm using that week to decorate my classroom, and then we'll have a week of PD. So kids actually come 2 weeks from yesterday. So in 13 days, there will be a bunch of little 2nd graders in my classroom, and I want to make sure that it is ready to go for them. Also, I should mention, I don't know if you can hear it, but my AC is pumping in here. It wasn't this loud in my kinder classroom, so I don't know what that's about, but it was also 88 degrees when I got in here today, so I'm cranking it. So I'm sorry if you can hear that, but I live in California, and it's hot, so. Okay, so I pretty much figured out where everything is for the most part in my storage closet. So I left like pretty much all my library books and the stuff that I want to like actually keep in the storage closet back here. So it's looking considerably more like cleaned out, kinda. So these are all library books that I will have to like take out and kind of resort, but I'm hoping that like past Kate kind of organized them, but I have a feeling I didn't. So yeah, and then everything else in here is probably going to like stay in here, but I just don't have like a super clear organization system. But I'm super grateful because I am obsessed with all these shelves. Like that's just super nice that they're in here. And then I talked about this in my empty classroom tour, but I'm hoping that I can move this gigantic filing cabinet into there. I probably won't move it, but I'll see if my sweet custodians can move it just because it's pretty big and very heavy, and this is not necessarily where I want it. I thought it would be nice to kind of do everything clockwise. So that would mean starting with my front board, or starting with at least this side of the front board, and then moving on. So the library will probably be its own video. This small group area, this backboard and this board will probably be its own video. My student center and teacher area will probably be one video. So that's quite a bit of classroom setup videos. What I'm gonna do right now is move some furniture around just to kind of get like a basic layout. I know that I want my small group table back here, so I'm gonna move these chairs probably over to this back corner for now since I'm not working over there. And then I'm going to, like I said, just kind of get a basic layout. I'll probably set up like a whole section of furniture that I don't want, because I know if I leave a post-it on it, my custodians will come and like move it into our like storage classroom. Like there's quite a bit of furniture in here that I don't want, simply just because it doesn't work with what I'm hoping for. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now. Okay, yeah, so I definitely like that, having my small group table just kind of in the center. My school has like these really weird, I don't even know what shape this is. It's like almost a kidney table, but instead of being smooth on the edges, it has like these sharp edges. This is the one that was in my kinder classroom, and I'm a little bit confused because I'm pretty sure there was a kidney table in this classroom, like a true kidney table. So I'm feeling a little bit salty because I don't know where it is. And I was really excited to inherit a kidney table because I know that we don't have very many at my school. We just have a bunch of like these tables, but I don't like these. So I'm kind of trying to track down that kidney table because that's the table that I want. And if someone stole my kidney table, I feel like that's not very nice. Okay, so currently this area is probably going to be super similar to my previous teacher area in my old classroom. But yeah, my biggest thing right now is I have absolutely no idea what to put on this whole wall. I feel like that's like honestly prime real estate. So that's another reason why I'm kind of holding back on this corner until kind of the end, just because I'm still kind of trying to figure out what exactly I want it to be. I know over here my school requires us to post all of the objectives for the day / for the week. So this section will probably be for my objectives, definitely. So I just have my standing desk from FlexiSpot. I originally didn't think I wanted like a teacher desk, but because of COVID and hybrid, we needed to have one. And then I just kind of grew to love it. So I definitely want this to be like my own space, my own area. But I do imagine that most of the time when kiddos are here, I will spend quite a bit of time in my small group table at my small group area. But I really like it because no matter where I'm sitting, whether I'm back here or whether I'm up there, I have a really nice view of the whole classroom. So now we can kind of start focusing in on this area back here. Okay, so my goal for this area is I want this to be like mission control center, basically. Like this is gonna be our carpet spots. Probably pull one of my math groups back here. We'll have morning meeting back here. This will just be like, when I tell them to come to the carpet, this will be where we come. So I'm hoping I ordered an easel on Amazon that should be coming in the next couple of days. And then I'm also on the hunt for like a cute teacher chair. I want to have my teacher chair right here. And then I'm probably going to put like the easel right here, I'm thinking. So that way I can do all of my like anchor charts. I'll have to figure out the logistics of that. But I know that I definitely want a chair, an easel with my anchor chart paper. But then I was thinking how I don't have like a shelf over here to store things. So I bought a 6-cube organizer from Target, just one of those like cube ones. I'll show it to you guys. And I want it to go like also in this area. So there I can have like math manipulatives, whiteboard markers to just like pass out to the kids while they're on the rug. Maybe like our read aloud for the week will go in one of the cubes. Have my anchor chart, like papers and pens and all that kind of stuff. So that's just kind of what I'm thinking for this area. I'm also hoping to have our schedule and have our calendar and have our like lunch menu. Our today's date is going to be right here too. So this is just going to be like a hot center of the classroom. I really want my classroom to flow So that's kind of what I'm thinking, like teacher area, okay, like small group carpet area, library area, another small group area. So I just want it to be like really sectioned out and like nice and open, so that way we can all kind of function in the classroom really well. Okay, so as predicted, this happens every time, you guys. I love being like so tight with the people that I work with, but it's really hard to film and it's really hard to get stuff done because people just keep coming in here and wanting to talk to me. And as much as I love them and as much as I miss them, I'm just trying to film this video inside of my classroom, but that's okay. So I got the kidney table. I'm gonna show you what it's looking like. I'm almost done building that shelf and then I'll finally be able to set something up. So this is the kidney table. It's definitely more of like a hardcore rainbow. So it's kind of weird like how deep this area is. I kind of wish it only went to like right here, but I feel like beggars can't be choosers, you know? Like 2 hours ago, I was begging for a kidney table and now I have one. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. It's a lot bigger than the other table, so I'm happy about that. And yeah, that's the biggest update so far. Okay, so I built it. It looks kind of like weirdly small in this space right now just because like there isn't stuff around it, but the real test is gonna be putting these little cube organizers inside of it. Let's see. Oh, they fit perfectly. I'm so excited. Okay, I think I'll start working on, I kind of want to start working on this front board like I said, but I also, like one of my biggest goals was to start getting stuff up on this wall behind me. So I need to figure out which one is going to be most important to me. Okay, so I think I am going to try to tackle this wall, but for some reason this whiteboard is just on this wall. I have no idea why, but I'm going to try to get it off because I don't need it, or I definitely don't need it right here. Okay, so unfortunately, when ripping it out of the wall, I like ripped part of the wall off, but it's not my fault because it probably shouldn't have been drilled onto the wall in the first place. So good news, I'm gonna cover it with paper so it doesn't really matter. So let me grab the paper and show you what I'm thinking. All of my walls are either gonna be like this brown butcher paper, white, or black. I had like a bright teal in my room last year, and I really did like having that, but I kind of want to do a little bit more neutrals in my classroom this year. The pops of colors that I'm gonna add are like really, really happy, and I really am excited about them, but I want to keep like the actual paper neutral so that way I can just have pops of color in that I put on it, but I want the bulletin board itself to be neutral. So I'm thinking about doing brown paper on all of these, and then each one is going to be for like a different section. So I'm thinking like reading, math, and then writing on these 3 walls right here. So basically I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of these 4x5 foot panels. So I'm definitely gonna keep reading, writing, and math. And then over on this one, it's gonna be different. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do white paper or black paper. And then if I choose white or black, I'll also do the same over here. So either white or black.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us in love.
Oh my goodness, you guys, I'm so excited. If you watched my classroom setup last year, I'll have the specific video linked down below. And if I can get like a clip of it, I'll put it in here. But I'm just so proud of myself because I hung basically this whole entire wall. Like the borders aren't on it yet, but I hung this whole entire wall in like 16 minutes without even breaking a sweat. Last year, it took me 3 hours to hang like one bulletin board. So I think I've learned a lot and I'm very excited. I'm gonna do a little double border action because I just love it. It takes freaking forever, but it looks so cute. So I'm gonna have the white scallop border underneath and then this like white and black loopy border over top of it. And then I'm gonna section off the 3 boards with this.
Is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go.
Okay, so here's what we have so far. I got the first set of borders, and then I'm going to layer this white border underneath. Hello, my friends. So I'm back. It is the second day. It is the next day now. So I'll probably just wrap this video into like a part 1 with day 1 and day 2. I had to head out early yesterday just because I had someone coming to my house to help me build some furniture, because in addition to setting up my new classroom, I also moved last week, so I'm also setting up my new apartment. But so last time I saw you guys, I finished doing like the doodle border on these back walls, and I was talking about putting the white just scallop border underneath it. So I have my to-do list on the whiteboard today. It is bright and early. It is 9 o'clock right now, and I don't have anything to do until 3 o'clock. So I'm honestly like locking my doors and just laying low, not mentioning that I'm here because I just had so many people coming to talk to me yesterday. So love them, so happy that they're here, but I just want to get to work. So I'm gonna put these underneath, and then I have my bulletin board like letters on top that I'll put up there. And then we'll just keep going. We'll just keep moving on with this setup video.
Through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
My one thing that I'm kind of trying to figure out right now is this like center strip right here. I already kind of, since these two are so close together, it just seems like having a white border over here and a white border over here would just be like a little bit bulky, if that makes sense. There's just already so much border in these middle sections. I just feel like it will look maybe excessive with white. Now that I've done almost the entirety, like I did the whole top and I did the whole bottom, I'm just missing this little piece right there. I think I am gonna take off this white, and then I'm gonna use it to just put it like right down there, because I think the double border almost works as like a full border for the whole thing. I don't think I necessarily need to continue to section out these middle pieces anymore. But I also just realized while doing this that my sweet custodian did take away the things over here that I didn't want. So the blue rolling cart, and then the two like wooden cube organizer things. So I'm thrilled about that. But then yeah, yikes, everything else is still the same. I am obsessed. It looks so good. It looks so good. I'm so excited. And there's gonna be plenty of room for anchor charts or, whatever else I wanna put up here. Any kind of vocabulary words will fit. I'm a little confused because I did spray the letters with that like matte spray paint, so they're not as shiny from the laminate as they usually would be, but I still feel like there is kind of a bit of a glare, but like I'm definitely not gonna take it off at this point. And then I just stapled the letters up there, and then I colored over the top of the staples just one quick line with a Sharpie, so that way you can't see the staples. They look black. Looks so good. I'm so excited. I'm obsessed with this border also. It just makes me so happy, and I'm happy that I decided to go the neutral route because this wall is huge. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is my front board. I'm gonna take down this magnetic border that the teacher in here before had, And then I'm gonna make my own magnetic borders. I'll show you what I'm gonna do. I basically just have magnetic tape and I have a border that I wanna use. So I'm just gonna put the tape on the border and then hang it up there. Okay, so basically I bought this magnetic tape from Home Depot. It's about 1/2 inch and then it's 10 feet of tape. So obviously it's magnetic, so it's not like I need to have every single inch of this border covered in the tape. I'll probably just do like sections of the tape. And then I'm gonna try to just keep the pieces as full as possible initially. And then maybe I'll have a couple of pieces that I'll need to break down, or not break down, sorry, a couple of pieces that I need to cut smaller. But here is the border, sticking with the black and white border theme. So I have my magnetic strip, and then I'm just going to stick it in the adhesive side, so the adhesive just pulls back right here, and then I'm gonna put it on to this border. And then it seems like pretty heavy duty, strong, like magnets, so I think it will work out really nicely. But that's what it looks like when it's all the way on. So I'll probably do another strip over here. I really hope that I have enough. I figured 10 feet was honestly more than enough, but now that I'm looking at it, I'm just like, is this gonna cover the board? I hope so. First strip. Yay, it works. I'm thrilled. Okay, so I'm working on doing this border and I am kind of at a stuck point. I'm just kind of trying to figure out like what I actually want to outline. I feel like because there's going to be so much stuff covering the bottom down here, at least actually maybe there won't be, I'm not sure, but it just seems silly to put border like all along these full bulletin boards. Like, so I kind of started like sectioning it out, like putting it around the TV, but I don't know if that looks weird. I don't know if I should just stick to the outer borders. I'm not sure what I want to do with the borders. I think I'm just going to start putting stuff on this front board, so that way I can kind of use that to guide like what I actually want to end up doing with the borders. Okay, so the calendar is up. I did realize I mixed up these two colors. It's supposed to be orange and then yellow. So the 9 is supposed to be orange and the 10 is supposed to be yellow. So I'll just have to fix that. But I think it looks really good. I'm super excited about this. Okay, so I didn't totally have a plan of what I wanted to do with my front board. Like I know what I want on it, so I kind of started this list over here. I ordered a pack of those like shower curtain like rods, magnetic shower curtains or whatever. So I'm gonna have those that just like kind of flip. I'll put an example on the screen. I'm sure you guys know what it is, but so I'm gonna have that where it says today is, I'm pretty sure up there. And then I just want to leave this probably blank for an anchor chart, so I can just hang something up here. That was my biggest problem last year. I filled up my whiteboard and I just had like a ton of stuff on it. And then when it came time to like hang up anchor charts, I didn't have a spot to put them. So I think that's what I'm definitely gonna do here, because this is like prime real estate and I don't wanna have like a super full whiteboard like I did last year. So at the top, it's gonna say today is, you know, August 6th, 2021. And then it'll be really easy because I hate writing the schedule, or not writing the schedule. I hate writing the date on the whiteboard. I don't know why. So it'll just be really easy for me to flip it. And then I'll have pretty much this whole thing probably blank. And then I really want to do my whole class points like I did last time. I like the marble jar. And then we'll have our schedule right here. And then obviously we have our calendar. And then I also want to incorporate table points. So I'll probably put like the table points grid right here, like table 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I had a birthday display last year, but I don't know if I really needed a birthday display, like a whole thing where it says like everyone's birthdays. I might just do like a monthly birthday like poster. So I'll probably keep the birthday poster like somewhere over here, like maybe over here. And then it'll just say like whoever's birthday is in August or like whoever's birthday is in October. So that way I don't have to set aside like a whole bulletin board just for birthdays. And then I also wanted to do like a days in school kind of thing. In student teaching, when I was in second grade student teaching, we did like one of these like bundling tens, bundling hundreds, just to kind of like solidify the place value of ones, tens, and hundreds. And I know that is a second grade standard, so I want to stick with that. So I'll probably leave like a section down here for that, and I'll put it in magnetic tape or washi tape. So yeah, I guess I'll start doing that. Just kind of like mapping out what I want for up here.
Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat.
Okay, so I just mapped it out with my measuring tape and just an expo marker, and then this is probably what it's going to look like. So I'm gonna have my days in school, and then my days until summer, and then the ones, tens, and hundreds, just like that. So I'm gonna go put it over with the black electrical tape, and then I'll show you what it looks like. I'm feeling happy and excited about this. So here's what it looks like. I don't know if I'll keep the number or like keep the numbers and the words written, or if I'll print out a vinyl with my Cricut. But that's just what that's looking like. And then now I'm gonna do our table points up here. I am the most indecisive person. This is literally how my whole life is. So now I took off the border on the inside, and then I just put it around, but I think it just looks weird like that. So I don't know, you guys, I don't know. I don't want to just have like excessive, like all of this like double border around the whole thing, like even down the center. I don't know. That's why classroom setup literally takes me so long, because I will spend like an hour just staring and just looking at it and trying to figure out like, does that even make sense? So I think I'm just going to only spend like 10 more minutes on this area and then move on to something else. I'm feeling good about this whole thing, but I am unsure about the borders. So I'm gonna give myself 10 more minutes to rearrange the borders, and then after that, I'm gonna just table it and move on because it's starting to bother me now. Okay, so gave myself my 10 minutes, decided to fully do it even to the bottom, and I'm feeling fine about that decision. I'm still not sure if I want to do the border like on the cracks in between. I kind of like it, but I also kind of think it might be too busy. Just wanted to give like a better feel for what this is going to look like when it's not a hot mess. So this is going to be my easel right here. So pretend that that's an easel. I'll have probably, I kind of like my teacher chair over here, but then I was thinking about it, and I would always have to pull the easel over, or I would have to move to the easel. So the logistics of that we'll have to see, but I do like having the cubes to have like manipulatives on hand and all of that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm thinking about this. I'll probably, like I said, have this section for anchor charts underneath the today is. And then this section, I'm actually thinking about putting my growth mindset over there. I'm actually obsessed with that, so I think I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep my growth mindset right there, but the problem is my letters for my growth mindset were actually on a black bulletin board last year, so all of the letters are white. So I don't know, like that looks kind of weird, like a white on white, so I'll probably have to go in and just do these again, but have them in black. Okay, surprise, surprise, I put them up again. I did. This time I am just gonna leave it though. I think it looks fine like this. I don't think I necessarily need to do another one on both of these sides down the center. I think it looks honestly really fine. Okay, so just as a point of reference, this is what we have so far. I have a few ideas. There's like 3 bulletin boards that I want to do, but I don't know where I'm gonna put them yet. So I'm just gonna save this for now. That might be our accountable talk board. That also might be our accountable talk board, but I'm thinking since we have morning meeting here, and we do a lot of like partner talk and small group and whole group discussions, I actually think that that would be a really good spot for it. I can always move the easel so the kids can see it. So, and then over here, I'm also going to do our student of the week. So every week I'm gonna have a star student, and they will be like, they'll have all like the special things or whatever. So this whole wall is gonna be, I'm thinking like star student and jobs, or maybe like star student and like admin kind of things. Like maybe I'll put like a folder for like things that I'm grabbing on my way out, or like a class list of everyone in my class. So I think I'm gonna do both of these bulletin boards are actually gonna be black. And then I think that will just work because I'll have these 2 black bulletins. I'm gonna have a white bulletin board over here in my library. I am also either going to have a white or brown bulletin over here. And then depending on what I choose for that, either white or brown, this student work display will be white or brown. But for now, I am going to do this one with my black bulletin, and I think I have decided that I will do this one as well. So 2 black bulletin boards coming up. Oh my gosh, do you guys see this? It's literally the exact same length. I don't even need to cut it. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh.
And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways.
This one I'm gonna do black and white polka dot border, and then I'm also gonna do another double border of the white, but this is like a textured white. I just thought it would add some interest because it is a black border on a black bulletin board. So having this like textured white, I think will add like a nice look to it. So this one's also super cheap and you get so much of it.
And on we'll
Okay, so this is how this one came together. I'm really liking it. I'm happy that I did the textured white border underneath. I think it looks really good. I am sad because I creased it, and the black is like so hard to hide the creases, but you know, whatever. And I think like as a whole, it looks really nice next to these bulletin boards. So I'm honestly thrilled with how this is going so far. I can't believe it's already 1 o'clock. I've already been here for 4 hours, dear God. But I still have about like an hour and a half or 2 hours. So I'm just going to replicate this on this wall. So the exact same thing. I just finished this board. I ended up just reinforcing the areas that I had to cut out with just some black electrical tape, just so that way like that having that part open doesn't cause the rest of it to rip off. I'm going to show you what's happening on this board. So in my last video, I'll link it down below, the classroom prep, I printed out these accountable talk posters. This is where we're going to have our small group and like a bunch of partner talk and morning meeting up here. So I want them to have these sentence stems so that way they can easily practice them. So I'm just kind of figuring out how I should organize it, because there are like all these cutouts. So it makes it a little funky, but I think I can still make it work. I think I mentioned this last year, but my biggest hack is these little pins. I have like these little silver pins, but just any tacks would work. I really like that for setting up my classroom, just so that way I can like hang it up and then run back and see how it looks. before I actually like commit to stapling it. So I always use these pins for literally everything.
In number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go.
Okay, it took me a while to figure out the placing. And it's not totally perfect. I actually didn't staple it in. That's why I also really like these pins, because it really does keep it until you actually decide. So I'll probably leave it like this for today. And then I am thinking about, like this is kind of weird. I might still put something right here. I think I'm gonna do accountable talk up there in white letters, just because it looks weird having it in the middle. I still might have it in the middle. I can still move up agree and disagree. But yeah, I'm liking it. And then there's also like more of these stems that I can always print out to actually fill that space if I really want to. But it looks really nice. It looks really clean and clear. And even if I'm sitting on the carpet over here, I can still read it. I can still utilize that board. I think if it was over there, it would just be too far away to read. And I think the colors definitely pop against this black bulletin. So I'm pretty excited about how this turned out. Again, don't have the words, still have this awkward hole, but that one's not too bad. And then my anchor charts. And then over here, I'll probably have like student of the week or star student. This is like from here down is where their little poster will go. I have enough room for like a class roster over here. I'll probably have a couple hooks down there. But yeah, so here is all the progress so far today. All right, friends, so unfortunately I have to head out, but I definitely have enough footage. So here is everything that we got done in this video. Again, I know my 9 and my 10, I need to switch those colors, but that is okay. Got pretty much the whole front board set up, and then all of these. That's going to be it for classroom setup part 1. This is everything I've done so far to set up my 2nd grade classroom for the 2021-2022 school year. I have so many more parts of classroom setup coming very soon, so you're going to want to make sure that you hit the red button down below and subscribe to my channel. Definitely like this video if you liked it, so that way YouTube knows to push it out to other people, so that way we can grow the Golden State Educate family. Leave a comment down below what your favorite part of this video was, and stay tuned for classroom setup part 2 and 3 and probably 4, because I still have so much to do before I get started for this school year. Make sure to subscribe, and if you definitely don't want to miss out, hit the notification bell so that way you are notified the second classroom setup part 2 goes live. Again, thank you so much for watching and coming along while I decorate my classroom, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye everyone.